Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adrian. I'm speaker number 14, and it will be my pleasure to perform for you To the United Nations by Albert Einstein. Everyone is aware. Everyone is aware of the difficult and menacing situation in which human society shrunk into one community with a common fate finds itself. But only a few act accordingly. Most people go on living their everyday lives, half frightened, half indifferent. They behold the ghostly tragicomedy that is being performed on the international stage, before the eyes and ears of the world. But on that stage, on which the actors, under the floodlights, play the ordained parts, our fate of tomorrow, life or death of the nations is being decided. It would be different if the problem were not one of the things made by man himself, such as the atomic bomb and other means of mass destruction, equally menacing all peoples. It would be different, for instance, if an epidemic of bubonic plague were threatening the entire world. In such a case, conscious and expert persons would be brought together, and they would work out an intelligent plan to combat the plague. After having reached agreement on the right ways and means, they would submit their plan to the government. Those would hardly raise any serious objections, but rather agree speedily on the measures to be taken. They certainly would never think of trying to handle in this matter in such a way that their own nation would be spared, whereas the next one would be decimated. But could not our situation be compared to one of a menacing epidemic? People are unable to view this situation in its true light, for their eyes are blinded by passion. General fear and anxiety create hatred and aggressiveness. The adaptation to warlike aims and activities has corrupted the mentality of man. As a result, intelligent, objective, humane thinking has hardly any effect, and even suspected and persecuted as unpatriotic. There are, no doubt, in the opposite camps, enough people of sound judgment, sense of justice, who would be capable and eager to work out a solution for the factual difficulties. But the efforts of such people are hampered by the fact that it is made impossible for them to come together for informal discussions. I'm thinking of the persons who are accustomed to the objective approach to a problem, who will not be confused by exaggerated nationalism or other passions. This forced separation of the peoples of both camps I consider one of the major obstacles to the achievement of an acceptable solution of the burning problem of international security. We scientists believe that what we and our fellow men do or fail to do within the next few years will determine the fate of our civilization. We consider it our task, untryingly, to explain this truth, to help people realize all that is at stake, and to work not for appeasement, but for understanding, and the ultimate agreement between peoples and nations of different views.